Hi, and welcome to Applying the Textures. Before I get started, there's a few things I'd like to point out. We've all got different methods for naming things or different, I guess, choices of what we like to do first, or uh, various things that we do our own way. And I'll point out to you my method just so you can follow me and know what I'm trying to accomplish. I'm not saying my method is the right way. I'm just saying it's the method that I've chosen and I can keep up with on my own. So whatever method you can develop on your own that you understand, more power to you. I like easy. So with that said, these any planar that I create for a texture, I only create it for the one side, the south side. The reason is because you can share the same texture with north as you do with south. You can share the same planars, and that holds true with east and west. They can share the same planars. So no matter which way my textures are facing, I only name them east for east and west, or south for north and south. I try not to never name anything with a north or a west, just east and south only. Okay, as far as window names, I went crazy at first trying to keep up with all the different directions. Well, let's see, northwest window, south from third in. I said, no, I got to have something easier than that. So the method that I started using to stay consistent, I would always look down on top of my house like I am here from the front. I would always go to the left side back, right here. I would name this window 1, and I would come all the way around the house and back to that window in naming those windows. So I got 3 windows I'm going to put on this side. So this is window 1, window 2, window 3, window 4, window 5, window 6, window 7. And that's the way I'll name them so I can keep up with them. I name the house and the window number. That's how I can find them. Okay, with all that being said, I'm going to start adding textures. And my first textures, I like to go with the largest ones first. So I'll select face, drag select, and I'll do the roof. Now I'm going to apply the same shingle texture to the whole roof, and then I'll create separate planars, one that faces south and one that faces east. So let's see, I've got a bunch of other houses. I'm going to pick one and share some of the textures with it. House 1 has brown shingles. I want this house to be in earth tones. I've already given it brown gutters, so I'm going to go for some dark brown shingles. Alright, now I'm going to create a planar new for and I want this to face north and south. So planar FT, let's see, HS10, house 10, roof, east. Or excuse me, that's south, I'm sorry. Now I will add 2. Now they're facing a little bit this direction, as you can tell, and I want them to face directly toward the front of the house. Now I found out that this particular house faces on these, I don't know what these scales down here, the XYZ scale. I have no idea what those coordinates equal. I don't know if they're, I call them degrees because that's the way it always works out for me. If I want to move something 90 degrees, this will do it. So just for this tutorial, I'm going to call these degrees down here because that's just the way it works for me. So I found out that the front of this house faces 23 degrees on the z-axis. So I'll select 23 here on the rotate scale. 23, and it turns them right square toward us. Now I'm also going to bring up my gizmo tool to the center, and there it is, and it's facing 23 degrees this way. Now I'm going to scale these down. I want these shingles 1 foot long. They're at 16 right now. I'm going to drop them down to 8 and see where that takes them. I'll go down, I'll get the tape measure and measure 3 of these shingles. That's not going to get it. Whoop, that's only 2 shingles, 3. Nope, those are 2 foot long shingles. So let's drop it down to 6 and see where that takes me. And 3 shingles again, 1, 2, 3. 1.5 feet. So this means I think go to 4 should do it. Once again. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. This foot is 33 1/3 inches. 2 feet 66. 3 feet is 100 or 1 yard. So I'll leave them with that. Now that planar is created for south. Now I need to create a planar for east. I'm going to drag select this to keep from typing it in. I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. And I'm going to select the face that faces east and west. I'm going to create a new mapping, a new planar. I'm going to name it, let's see, I'll Control V to paste that in. Delete south and name it east. Hit enter. Add 2. And there's my new shingle for that. Now I'm going to scale these down to the same as these. So first I'm going to bring it down, move to center, select the scale. Those were at 4, so I'll set these at 4. And then I want to turn them so they face east. Now this is where I was telling you a while ago. I know north or south is 23 on the z-axis. I know that. So if let's just say I set it to 23, it turned them and it faced these things this direction. Squared them up. I want to turn them 90 degrees so they face the other way. Well, 90 degrees plus 23 equals 113. So let's put 113 in. I just turned it and shot it this direction. So this is the way I want them lined up. So if you can remember, any of your windows or doors that face east will always be set to 113 to square them up properly to start with. So you don't have to mess with trying to move this thing around by hand and get it perfect. This will get it right where it needs to be instantly. Any of your windows or doors that face north or south on this house, set them at 23 and it snaps them perfectly in that direction. If you want them to stand up and face forward, 90 degrees. If you want them to lay flat and look straight up at you from this angle, 0 degrees. So that's the way it works for me and the easiest method that I figured out to use. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom view, and oops, let's do that again. Add some textures to the sides. I'll go face and drag select, and I'm going to select all the shingles, I'm sorry, all of the sides, and all the way around the house. And I'm going to assign the same type of siding to the whole thing. And then I'll create separate planars also for east and south. Almost got them all here. Oop, got away from me. You can break your neck with this thing sometimes. Alright, let's tag this side down. Yep, you get whiplash, this thing will throw you so far, so fast. Okay, I think that gets all of it. First planar I'll create is for my north and south side, so I'll just pick this front right here. Pick a siding. Let's go through some of these sidings. Let's pick something in a yellow or beige. I like this. I'll do that. Add. Now I'm going to create a planar. New mapping. Planar. Okay. And I've still got that in my that last program planar setting in my clipboard. So I'm going to paste that in. And just only have to put in house 10 siding south. Enter, add 2. Now it's facing the wrong way, so I want to flip it over. First thing I'm going to do is go back to my move to center. Take a look at my little gizmo box there. I'm going to stand this upright, 90. I'm going to turn it to face me. That would be 23. Yes, 23 faces north. So, whoops, that's 233. So there we go. It's facing directly this way. Now let's scale this down to, let's say, about half that size. Take a look at 8. I like that size. I'll go with that. Okay, I've just applied the same planar to the whole house. Now I'm going to deselect the south and north sides and create a planar then for the east and west sides. Alrighty. And the only sides I got selected are facing east and west. So I'll go down here, create a new mapping, planar, and I'll name this one. I'll paste that in, back that off and name it siding. Oops. Siding east. Add 2. There we go. Now I'm going to once again bring this down to the bottom, move to center, stand it up 90 degrees. Oops, that was the wrong one. I'm on the scale thing. Don't want to, can't do that either. Let's go back to rotate here. Now stand it at 90. What did I do? Tell me I'll do something here. Okay. Uniform scale once again. That should be at 8. And then the rotate should be 90 to stand it up. And 23 plus 90 is 113 to turn it this way, which it just did there. Now let's see how it meets on the corners. Now it's a little off on the corners here. So I will select Move Tool. No, I won't either. I have to stay back there on the Gizmo tool and move it from here. And just kind of move it up and down until it lines up right there. And we'll leave it at that. Now, let me also, I'm going to add brick texture to this face right here, but I'll do that between the next videos. I'll have that brick on when we come back. It's just the same process I just used again, so it's just repetitive, and I need to save a little video time on this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll start adding some windows and doors.